So today I woke up at 5 a.m. to cook for my clients. For those that are new here, I am Shayla. I'm a doctor and I'm also a plant-based chef. I have the honor of coming to people's homes and cooking plant-based meals for them. So today I'm waking up early because I have a cook day. Usually when I wake up, the first thing I do after kind of opening my eyes and kind of adjusting is I just have some time for myself. And one of the things I like to do just to kind of get in a routine is make some tea. This is actually Hibiscus Ginger Tea. I love this tea because I can kind of sip on it, add a little bit of lime, and just kind of think about, all right, what is my plan for today? I usually already have a prep sheet that helps me know what I'm going to do, when I'm going to do it. Now, this is actually during the summertime, so instead of doing a hot tea, I did a nice iced tea. I'll make sure to put the recipe for this tea in the description. But really what I'm thinking is like, all right, I want to make sure I get to the client's house early and on time. So I usually try to get to her house around 8 o'clock or so. Today's a special day for her because it's actually her birthday. And so I wanted to get her something cool. So I found this really neat watermelon sugar body scrub from Aldi's of all places. So I thought that was clever because she loves Aldi's and it had like a nice food theme. Usually on cook days, I don't eat a lot just because I'm so focused and I'm tasting throughout the day. So I love getting this green juice. It's legit. And then I picked up a nice birthday card for her because, it's her birthday. We got to celebrate. Once I get to the house, it's all about getting really good prep in. So I make sure I have everything organized because I want it to be smooth. I don't want people to feel like I'm rushing, and I want to have time to be able to talk to people while I'm cooking. That's probably one of my favorite parts of cooking. Yes, I like to make the food, but the personal part of personal chef is very important to me. You're entering someone's space, someone's home. You can't just come in there and think, all right, I'm just here to cook and that's it. I love being able to talk to them about their day, what's been bothering them, whatever they want to share with me. And if they have questions about what I'm doing, I'm like an open book. Sometimes I have to be careful because I can talk a little bit too much, but I try my best to kind of have a list of what things I want to hit. Usually what that looks like for me is starting off with anything that needs to go into the oven. That's like an easy win where I'll put that in the oven, let it go ahead and roast while I'm prepping all my other ingredients. I know it sounds kind of insane to think, all right, you're going to spend 5, maybe 6 hours in one person's kitchen cooking a week's worth of plant-based meals, but it's actually not as hard as it seems if you come in with a game plan. And so, like I said, I like to have a list of what things I want to get done and at what times to kind of give myself a time block. So while things are cooking in the oven, that's when I'm setting up my ingredients. That's when I'm setting up my stations so I can kind of knock through the prep. For plant-based cooking, at least the way that I do it, I usually add whole food ingredients. So I'm going to be chopping a lot of things. I'm going to be using a lot of seasonings to bring out flavor without having to rely too much on salt. I guess I should say what the actual menu is for today. So we're going to do a couple things. We're going to do a grilled peach salad, which is one of my favorite, my go-to salads, with some candied walnuts to add a nice sweet crunchy texture, and a maple Dijon dressing. That's actually the salad that I did for Tabitha Brown, which I love. I added some roasted chickpeas just to add a little bit more protein. And then in terms of the entrees, we're going to do a spicy cauliflower Mediterranean bowl because this client loves Mediterranean dishes. So that's going to be the quinoa, some mint, some parsley. That's actually what I'm doing right here. I'm making some chickpea patties. That's going to be with some mint yogurt sauce over the quinoa and some roasted bell peppers. I keep my energy up during these long cook days, honestly, by just remembering what I get to do. Like a year ago, I was trying to get clients to be able to cook for it. And so honestly, just focusing on gratitude and thinking like, man, 2 years ago, I was in the hospital taking care of patients and honestly burnt out. And now I get to be in people's kitchens and be a doctor in their kitchen, making food that tastes good and is healthy for them, and just having fun conversations about what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. That gives me so much energy. Also, that juice that I mentioned before that helps me stay hydrated so that I don't go home dehydrated, because that's really important when you've been standing up for that long all day. I think a thing most people may not realize about cooking for someone in their home is that it's deeply personal. And so Like, I can't come in there thinking, all right, I'm going to cook, I'm going to be focused, I'm not going to talk, I'm not going to engage. Like, people have families, people are going to be in their kitchen, especially if they're not working that particular day. And the other part is once people start smelling that food, that's actually my favorite part. Once they start smelling the food, once it hits the hot pan or it starts roasting in the oven, and they, especially if they come back home and they're like, what's that smell? That is my favorite part, because then I get to talk to them about, okay, this is what I did, this is how I did it. I'm always open to share recipes, but most people just want me to cook it because I add that little secret touch. And honestly, I think the secret touch is just loving it. Like, I truly love doing this for people. And I think the key to life and anything is like being so focused on how can you help others, that then that blessing overflows, because you're not focusing so much on yourself. You're focusing on how can I help other people, and whatever their problem is. So if you are someone who's trying to figure out your thing, start with how can I help, and kind of build from there. Now, this particular family or this particular client that I'm cooking for, I have a nickname for them as the saucy family, because they are like me. They love sauces. And so I'm always making a big batch of sauce that they can have with any of their entrees, whether it's my burger sauce for my black bean burgers or this amazing yogurt sauce that I made for this Mediterranean bowl. Now, if you know, you know, I'm always going to rep my girl Tabitha Brown, not just because I cook for her, but because she has good products. But unfortunately, she's not selling the seasonings anymore. So maybe that means I got to make my own seasonings. But I love adding the sauces. The sauce, honestly, is a huge way to make flavor, uh, make added flavor for your dishes, but also still be able to control how much salt and how much sugar you're having in your meals. Because it's actually very surprising to a lot of people how much added sugar is in a lot of these like salad dressings, sauces, the things that we like to add to our food. So please be careful with that. Maybe I should do a video about that. Let me know in the comments if that's something that you're interested in. Now, aside from people smelling the food as I'm cooking it, my next favorite part is when I get to plate. Now, I plate her stuff family style, so that way they can be in charge of their own portions and how much of everything everyone has. For other clients, I like to do individual plating, so that way they can just grab it from the fridge and get up and go, and make it very smooth. It just depends on what people want. Chickpea patties. Yeah. With broccoli and cauli rice. Okay. Grilled peach salad for the tomato for the salad. The roasted chickpeas that go on top of the salad. The base of the spring mix. The candy pecans, and then the maple Dijon vinaigrette sauce. Perfect. And I put in there shake well before use. It's so interesting because when I think about when I first started this a year ago, how long it would take me, and I would get very frustrated and thinking, man, can I do this? When I think to now, how much I'm able to make and be able to have conversations with people, it is everything I could have wished for and more. And so if you're someone out there who's trying to do something new, don't be afraid to start small. Give yourself grace, believe, and maybe you could be doing the thing that you dream of a year from now. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace.